Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little, expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey, what's up, everybody? First of all, let me know if you can hear me okay, because yesterday it took us a while to get live. Matter of fact, let me pick up my other device. Yep, I'm coming through fine. Okay. Awesome. Okay, I can hear myself on my other device. So what's up? Hey, Berber, how you doing, love? Welcome back, everybody. We haven't done any live shows in a long time. And besides like events and things like that, we haven't like really talked about anything local over here, in a minute. But lo and behold, something happened about a week ago. We covered it last night. And basically, just to recap, it was a caterer who was paid almost $4,000 by my cousin, my actual family member. And it was to cater her dream wedding, which was a week ago. And she was stood up. And so the caterer was not answering his phone, was not calling her husband back during the ceremony. I'm sorry, I'm turning my phone on vibrate. During the ceremony, and like 15 minutes before my cousin was supposed to walk out, and in her beautiful, glamorous gown. I mean, I showed y'all the pictures, right? Just beautiful, glamorous gown. I mean, the whole wedding was like over the top, just a dream wedding, just something I personally could never afford. But it was beautiful. Everything was beautiful down to up until the time where they was about to walk out, and somebody asked her, "Where is the food?" The caterer should have been here hours ago. I think she said the caterer was supposed to be there at 2. The wedding started at, I believe, like 6 or 7 or something. I can't remember what time the wedding started, but I think the servers, and because she paid for servers, not just for the caterer to come and do his thing, but she paid for the caterer, all the food, lamb chops. I mean, it was going to be like top of the line, celebrity worthy spread for her and her celebrity style dream wedding. It was so beautiful. And if y'all caught the news tonight, I made a post on Facebook. I said, y'all better watch the news at 10 o'clock. Turn in now. So if y'all missed the news, I got the news clip. But they showed, the news took some of her pictures and showed some of the pictures on the story that they covered tonight. Now, y'all know we interviewed 3 people last night. One of them was my cousin. The other one was a lady who just won a lawsuit against him for a horrible experience she had. Food not well cooked, food still bloody. I mean, we didn't have many people come forward since then saying, I guess at a time he was selling fried turkeys for holidays or whatnot, and he was selling fried turkeys. Now, these are not my words, because I showed y'all yesterday how he sent me an inbox message and told me that he was going to get me for defamation and slander and send me a cease and desist, because he didn't want me to have my cousin nor the other 2 ladies on the show. That's what had happened with that. And so when I saw the inbox, I'm like, first of all, I'm not the one making the allegations. I'm just allowing people to voice their opinions on my platform, which I've been doing for years. Okay. And so if you want to sue anybody And I'm really not urging him to sue nobody because he's the one that needs to be sued. But the last person you want to sue is me. That's like suing the news tonight that covered the show. They didn't make the allegations. My cousin still needs her $2,000 plus some change. Hell, keep the change. Just give her the $2,000. Just give her the $2,000. Okay, now Demisha, who was on here last night, she won her lawsuit. It took her a year. But she finally got her lawsuit. She had her horrible experience with him, all she asked for was $500 back. He didn't want to give it to her or something like that. I can't recall because that was last night. I think she said he offered. Well, first of all, he offered like $500 to give her $500 back. And she was like, how you going to tell me what you're going to give me back? I'm the customer. I'm the one who paid you the money. My family and friends had a horrible experience. The food wasn't cooked. The food was bloody. The deviled eggs was runny. I mean, it was just all kind of issues that she had with her event for her mother's birthday, I believe it was. And so basically, he didn't want to pay her what she wanted. So as she told her story last night, if y'all missed the show last night, you can pull that up. But he didn't want to give her what she wanted. So she took him to court because she said, you know what, if you don't give me what I want, I'm taking you to court. And he was just like, take me to court then. So I don't know. I guess he didn't think fat meat was greasy. I don't know. But she took him to court. It took her about a year, but the judge finally, and that's with garnishments and everything, he was not trying to pay this woman her money back. And so with garnishments and everything, the judge gave her back $2,700. This was last month. This was a month before my cousin's wedding. Now, again, I spoke last night about how sometimes in the Black community, we as a Black community who have like small business establishment in our community, sometimes people make Facebook posts or social media posts saying, please don't drag them. If you have a horrible experience, please just work it out in-house or behind the scenes or things like that. You know what happens when we do that? Where are we at now? On the public news. We on the public news. WOWT to be exact, Channel 6. Mike McKnight was covering the story tonight. We covered the story last night. It was on the news tonight. See, when you've done something wrong to people, you can't silence them. Now, some people might feel like, well, whatever, it happened. We do that sometimes. I done had horrible experiences with companies. And sometimes I be like on some rah. I'm going back up there, throwing food on the counter. What's this right here? Or, a difference, whether it's a bank, whether it's a telephone company, where, sometimes we let shit slide. And then sometimes we just be like, fuck this shit. No, they're not going to get me like this. So that's what Demisha did. And also my cousin, Cherie, that's what she did. And as they said on the news show tonight, they are going with a small claims, a civil lawsuit, because that's, the best thing that they can do right now. Now, people mention reporting him to the Better Business Bureau. People mention filing charges. People mention also suing for pain and suffering. We found out from Demisha last night that civil suits, you can't sue for pain and suffering. With civil suits, you can't sue for anguish, mental anguish. You can't sue for that either. I didn't know that. Now, that's what Demisha told us last night. She's been through it, so she's been trying to sue him over a year. Mike McKnight, the guy who covered Cherie's story tonight, he was helping her last year up until, this year with her story. And he had done some investigation and found out a while back he didn't have a license. Found out he didn't have a license to sell liquor, even though he was allegedly trying to sell liquor at events as well. Then they filed a complaint with the city, and then they sent him a letter saying basically he got to stop doing business until he get a business license. And lo and behold, he got a business. I mean, I said last night, it don't take that much to get a business. If you're a vendor, if you're a food truck, if you're a cake decorator, if you make cookies, if you make sell turkey legs or whatever. It don't take that much to go down there and get a license to sell or use your food truck or go to all these events around the city. It don't take a lot. So as extravagant of spreads that he be showing on his Facebook page, and allegedly, people have been saying that he's been showing pictures of other people's work. People also have been posting in Facebook community groups, like food groups, saying that he's been showing other people work. People have been airing him out for a long time. So about time this came to me, people have already been airing him out for a while he's in my inbox talking about, I'm gonna get me a lawyer and send you a cease and desist. Only because he did not want me to have my guests on the show talking about what they've been through, the horrible experience, being left on your wedding day with not even a hot dog, not even a damn dinner roll, Hawaiian roll, no peanut butter and jelly, no nothing, like $4,000, and you did not come through. But now you're trying to talk about you sending the cease and desist and all this bullshit because you don't want people talking about what they experienced with you. And that's what happens when we refrain from talking about businesses. Now, I'm not saying we should be on social media just dragging businesses through the mud over some small little petty ass shit, but almost $4,000 for your damn dream wedding. Like, I showed y'all pictures of my cousin, the bride, and her husband. And on the news tonight, they showed pictures of the venue. Like, this wasn't no small scale wedding. This was over the top, over the tinsel. Something, like I said, I know I couldn't afford no shit like that. I mean, I'm not trying to be in nobody's pocketbooks, but I'm just trying to make a point here. My cousin spent so much time with him. Since last year, planning that spread. I mean, down to the details, where the meat is going to sit on the plate, where the gravy at, where the beans at, where the mashed potatoes at. And I'm just naming shit off the top of my head. I know it was lamb chops for sure. The rest of the shit, I'm not for sure. I'm just trying to make a point here. She was so detailed because, as we talked about last night, and if y'all from here, y'all know me. Y'all know my cousin Cherie. And y'all know her husband, okay? And y'all know she runs an elegant establishment, a professional business. They have multiple businesses. And one of them is a higher level of, what does she call it? She called herself a party planner. I call her a designer because, like, she designs for the gods, okay? For the gods. That's what she does. And everything that she touches turns to gold. When she decorates your event, your venue, it's beautiful. The videos that I posted this weekend of the event that I catered desserts for, and y'all saw my cousin in the video. She was doing the decorating, and I showed y'all the whole floor. That's her. That's how she gets down. So when she's paying somebody else top dollar to do the same thing, to make her wedding memorable, from every little detail down to the napkins. That's what she should have received. But she didn't. And now he's telling people we're lying on him. He did return the money and all this. He didn't return the money, like we said yesterday, and like the news stated today. He gave her $1,500 in cash, but that was only after people on Facebook and friends and family was dragging him and talking about him. First, he said, hold on, let me pull this up real quick. Because he was telling all kind of different stories about what had happened was okay. So first, he told her that he cut his finger. Okay, if you are a chef or a baker or whatever, you cut your finger. Obviously, you can't. Anyway, that's what he claims happened. She even met up with him after the fact and saw his finger. She said it was a cut on there. People are alleging that after everything, people know he's a lion and all that kind of stuff, and his story sounds very fraudulent and, unbelievable that he, probably cut himself. That's what people are thinking, that he probably cut himself. Now, I don't know. But he also said that his son and a couple of other delivery drivers, I guess the servers or whatever that my cousin paid for, they got in a wreck on the way there. And even still, when they were calling him and calling him and calling him, he didn't answer the phone. Hey, Vibrant. Make sure you guys are liking and sharing the video, please, and thank you very much. But he told them he cut his finger. Then he said the drivers who had the food got in a wreck. Now people were doing research. The husband, he knows people down at the police station. He had them checked. No police report, no wreck around that time. He said that the caterer said that the food was destroyed. It was thrown all over the vehicle and, shit like that. Nobody, even people just on Facebook, just random people was looking for police reports for a wreck because the story didn't sound believable. It still don't sound believable. So he didn't answer the phone all day on the wedding. Everybody was calling him. Everybody was tagging him on Facebook. He didn't answer the phone. Didn't respond to no messages. Not his business page. Not his personal page. He, as far as the phone, what he told my cousin was, and this just don't make no sense either. Like, I'm not going to give my business phone to no delivery drivers. I'm not going to give my business phone to my child. I'm not going to give my business phone to my parents. That's my business phone. That's my business phone. I'm going to have my business phone on me at all times. What if somebody's calling me and they want to conduct some business? That don't make sense. He said that the business phone was in the vehicle that got wrecked with the food that flew all over the window to the wall of the car. So if you weren't going to have your business phone on you, and if the bride or the groom needed to contact you, how were they going to contact you if they wanted to talk to you? If they really want to talk to you, they ain't going to want to talk to no servers. They're not going to want to talk to your son. And I said yesterday, God forbid if his son did really get in a wreck. I hope he's okay. But they couldn't find no police reports or no wreck. Okay? So then after that, he basically ghosted my cousin on her wedding day. He called her the next day and told her, this happened, that happened. He basically had a straw of a day. And if y'all saw Tyler Perry movie with Taraji P. Henson, he literally had a straw of a day. That's the kind of day that he had. That's what he's claiming that he had. Don't nobody believe him though, because it don't sound realistic what happened. Because like I said, whether you cut your finger off, whether your child was in an accident, he ain't in no coma. He ain't having surgery. Because if that was the case, he would have said that. He would have said that. And if that was the case, he could have easily went live from the hospital. Here's my son laying in the bed. Because I'm telling you again, like I said yesterday, $4,000 of a catering order. If I was to do that to someone, and y'all know I'm a personalized custom cake decorator, right? If I was to do that to someone and my child really was in a horrible bad accident, or I cut my whole finger off or whatever, but my child was in a horrible bad accident, these people are waiting at this extravagant wedding for me to show up with all this food. I would be in the hospital. Here's the doctor showing that's what I would have done. Now, some people were probably like, oh, well, you ain't got to do all that. You ain't got to do it. No, when there's $4,000 on the line and your reputation is on the line, I would have went through everything to make sure that customer, even though I'm fucking their whole entire fucking day up, I would have made sure that they knew for a matter of fact that I was not lying. That's what it takes. None of that happened. None of that happened. So then he says this right here. He posts this on Facebook. Hold on, let me blow it up because I want y'all to see it really well. Now, He didn't say anything on Facebook the day of the wedding. He wasn't answering his phones. He wasn't answering his text messages. No inbox on Facebook. Nothing like that. So he says this was the day after the wedding. Yesterday was supposed to be a beautiful day for Gerald. He spelled his name wrong. It's Gerard, not Gerald. And Cherie. And I take full responsibility for not being able to deliver the service they deserve. I owe them both an apology. Here's what happened. What had happened was my son and 2 servers. Can y'all see that? Is that big enough? My son and 2 servers left around 4 p.m. with the catering setup, directions, and my business phone so they could handle everything on site. I stayed back at the kitchen to finish prepping. While cutting meat, I badly cut my finger. It was bleeding heavily, and I had to stop while everything to get it under control. Around the same time, again, he was having a straw of a day. I got a call saying my son was in the car. You know what? I just had to post that again. Okay. Around the same time, I got a call saying my son was in a car accident with my business phone in the car. I had no direct way to reach. It's Gerard, not Gerald. They paid you $4,000 and you can't get the name right. I tried to reach Gerald and Sheree. My personal phone didn't have their numbers. Of course, he couldn't reach them. Even if he did have their personal numbers, Sheree was about to walk down the aisle. Gerard was probably, preparing his groomsmen and, things like that, making sure everything was, what it's supposed to be at a wedding that's currently taking place. And he said his personal phone didn't have their numbers. Again, that's why I said, why would you send your business phone off with your caterers? I would have sent, if I got 2 phones, I'd send my personal phone. Like, I wouldn't say no phone. Like, come on now. I wouldn't say no phone. Because what should have happened was, now this is hypothetically speaking. We don't believe none of this bullshit. But hypothetically speaking, if all this shit really happened, you should have your business phone on you. Your workers should have their own phone on them. So if Cherie or any client you have got some problems, they can call you, and then you call your workers and call the people at the event. You don't go without a business phone, and then the client don't even have your personal number, or you don't have their personal numbers in your personal phone. It doesn't make sense. And he said even Facebook wouldn't allow me to message them. Facebook wouldn't let you message them. I get messages all the time from people who aren't my Facebook friends. All the time. I get people who want to place dessert orders with me that I'm not Facebook friends with. They will refer to me all the time. So I don't know why Facebook wouldn't allow him to message them on that day. Anyway, he said he was frantic, bleeding, trying to figure out where his son was and terrified of what hospital he might be at. A man even showed up at the kitchen while I was still in bloody clothes and thought he was coming to tell me my son had died. By the time things calmed down, my son was in the hospital, still sedated as I write this. I had stitches in my hand. The car was totaled. Everything spiraled in a way I couldn't control. If the car was in a wreck, though, I would think he would have been able to show a police report or something. I mean, it's been over a week. It don't take that long to get a police report, does it? Even still yet, Gerard knows people who work for the police station, and they said it wasn't no wrecks around that time of that situation. Anyway, he said, I've already sent them a full refund. Lie. He gave them $1,500. He gave my cousin $1,500 in cash. And then said he would send the rest by Square. My cousin got the payment by Square, but it said it was pending. And it was sitting on pending for 3 days. After the 3rd day, Jesus rose again, but she didn't get her money back. It actually got reversed. and it got canceled. So she called her bank to ask what happened. The bank says the merchant canceled. He claims he didn't cancel shit. He claims that over 50 people called Square and complained that he was a fraud. Now, mind you, like we said last night, did nobody know that they used Square? How would the public, how would the community, how would us in the hood know how she paid you or how you sent we had no idea. That was the bride and the groom. We wouldn't know. That's like picking up a phone and randomly calling. Oh, you call PayPal. I'm gonna call Square. I'm gonna call Cash App. We gonna get to the bottom of this. Like, it don't make sense. It don't make sense. And then he said he offered to host a private dinner at his expense as a way to make amends. I understand why they're upset. Any couple would be on their wedding day. What I won't accept is people outside the situation spreading lies or attacking my name, even though my cousin still ain't got her money back. He still owe her over $2,000, like they said on the news show today. He won't give her her money back. When she said, and then he made a post on Facebook talking about he got $100,000 in the bank and he ain't got no reason to fraud my cousin or not pay her because he's sitting on 100 racks in the bank. So the question is, if you got 100 racks in the bank and you're trying to tell us that Square won't send her the money because they're doing an investigation because over 50 people called and said that you were running a fraudulent business, even though nobody knew y'all were dealing, exchanging money through what banking institution, nobody knew that. Even if that's the case, he told her she needs to dispute it. He told my cousin she needs to dispute it. Instead of taking $2,000 and some change out of that $100,000 in the bank account that he claims to have, he could have easily just paid her out of the $100,000 that he claims to have in his bank account. And fuck the Square. You, the business owner, you who stood somebody up on their wedding day, at their dream wedding, not just a regular, no shade to people who shit ain't over the top, but this was like over the top, beautiful, elegant, extravagant. Like, you just have to be there, or you have to see you got to see the pictures, the videos to feel where I'm going with this. And they, my cousin and her husband, they didn't have time to find out how they were going to feed everybody, all their guests, hundreds of people. Thank God we have a circle, we have a village, because guests jump into action. People were like, hey, I can go to Qdoba's. Hey, I can go to Wingstop. Hey, I can go to Olive Garden. Hey, I can go here. Hey, I can go there. People spent their own money to feed my cousin and her husband's guests. While my cousin was crying her makeup off, not understanding why that man would do her like this on her wedding day. Okay? But he's making posts that we're lying on him, and she has still not received her money. Even the news people reached out to him, and the news guy said he was just rambling on and giving him excuse after excuse. He didn't want to come on camera. He didn't want to be on the show. But he sent a statement to the news person, and y'all heard what the statement said on the news show tonight. Then he ends it with saying, I don't steal. I built my business with integrity. I don't run off with anyone's money, yet she still has not received her money. And yet and still, Demisha, who was on our show last night, after a year, she finally got her lawsuit finalized and settled for $2,700. It took her a year to get her money back from him, but he don't go around. Okay. Anyway, these are stories from people he dealt with. These are not my stories. I'm not making up shit. I'm not creating shit. I'm not creating no narratives. I'm a host of a show. Somebody came on my show and they wanted to tell their story. Thank you, Champagne. What a homegrown. I'm going to drop the link. Just in case anybody want to chime in. Just in case anybody wants to chime in, I'm gonna drop the link in a few minutes. But so he's still claiming that we're lying on him. He said he don't appreciate people jumping on Facebook who don't know him in real life, acting like they do know him. We don't know you, bro. If my cousin really knew you, she wouldn't have interacted with you. Like she said on the news tonight, to people who's looking for caterers, don't just go by the taste of their food. Do research. Do research. Get recommendations. Talk to other people that they may have had, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, he said he's always stood on his word. This post he made on Facebook is so contradictory. He made this post a day after he didn't show up to their wedding. What up, the B sector? How you doing, Creole Boo? Did she say no? She didn't take him to court yet. It just literally happened last week. Robert says it's unexcusable under the circumstances. Of course, emergencies do come up naturally, but this is not. No, it wasn't that. Right, Vibrant. It wasn't that. It wasn't this. It wasn't that. It wasn't a straw day. It wasn't a straw day. Don't nobody believe nothing he's saying. Nothing. And even, like I said, even if we believed you or not, you on Facebook bragging while people dragging you bragging that you got $100,000 in the bank. So why the fuck can't you just give my cousin her money back? If you got $100,000 in the bank and you take it up with Square, you dispute it with Square. As a business owner, if you were a professional person, if you had any integrity, any ethics, any little ounce of couth, that's what you would have done. Let me go in here and get these racks and hand this to home girl. I want to make it good because I don't want everybody in the community thinking I'm a fraud, thinking I'm a scammer. I would have dropped that on her $100,000. I ain't never had $100,000 in the bank, but had I, and I owed somebody some money, it would have been nothing to just go to the bank and get the 2 racks, right? So it doesn't make fucking sense that they have to go to the news and file a lawsuit. They should not have to go to the public news or to the hood table or to the courts. If you got $100,000 sitting in the bank and you owe them over $2,000 for not showing up to their wedding, what is so hard to understand about that? I'll wait. But we lying on you. And you want to send us cease and desist to shut the fuck up. But we lying on you. Do that make any sense? Nope. A lot of people in the community think that something is mentally wrong with him. No matter whether the events actually transpired or not, the day or not, you still need a full. Exactly. And that's my fam. What's up, fam? Hey, beautiful. Exactly. He needs to pay up. Be held accountable. Just give our cousin, tell him, give our cousin our money back. Me, myself, and I, tell him. Give our cousin her money back. Like, I don't know. And then the amount of people who came out saying they had horrible experiences with him, and we all knew that they couldn't be the only one. Denisha wasn't the only one. Tamika wasn't the only one. My cousin Cherie wasn't the only one. Like, I'm sure it's a lot more. What up, fam? What up, fam? I know you all the way on the other side of the, United States, but kisses all the way. All the way there. But hopefully I see you around the holidays. But yeah, so anywho, I'm gonna show this little news clip because I don't know if everybody saw the news tonight, and especially if you're not from these parts, you probably didn't see the news. So let me pull that up real quick. And I think somebody sent me a message. Hold on, he offered one night. Okay, thank you, Demisha. Thank you. Okay, so when I was talking about Demisha earlier, She paid $2,700 for the meal that he had catered for her event a year ago, and he offered her $195 for some bloody meat and some runny deviled eggs, and just the whole spread was just horrible. The guests couldn't eat the food. The guests left the event hungry, and so she wanted all her money back, and he wouldn't give it to her. She said, you know what? I'll just take $500. And he said, I ain't giving you $500. And I'm saying this because they say when you complain about his business traits or try to get refunds, he gets sassy. He gets real sassy with them. So she was like, I'll just take $500. I ain't giving you $500. I'll give you $195. She was like, how you gonna pay me what you want to pay me? I want $500. Well, I ain't giving you $500. I'll give you $195. And so she said, okay, I'll see you in court. Take me to court then. And she took his ass to court. And it took her a year with the assistant of Mike McKnight doing a little investigation, finding out he didn't have a license, finding out when the judge heard all the shit that Demisha went through, they couldn't believe that he was running a business. They could not believe it. They could not believe it. The judge gave her almost $3,000, and all she wanted was $500. And this was less than a month before Cherie's wedding. So less than a month before Cherie's wedding, another client was in court settling her case for $2,700. Weeks later, he does a no-call, no-show at my cousin's wedding, which was almost a $4,000 catering order. So higher than Demisha's, which don't even matter if it was higher or lower. It don't even matter. It's the principalities of what happened. That's what it's about. It's the principalities about what happened. So when people talking about what happened, and for him to say that we're liars, you know what? Let me pull up this news story, especially for the people who are not local. I want y'all to see this news story. So, and welcome everybody in the chat. Make sure you like and share the video. That's right, fam. Give our cousin her money back. Now they got to go to court, and he got to be out of because they gonna ask for more than the $4,000. Of course, they gonna ask more for the $2,000 something he owed. Shoot, I would ask for the max, whatever the max is that you can file for that type of claim. I would ask for the narcissist. Yep, that's what somebody said last night. Called a better bureau, called a congressman, man, called a senator. Oh, we know the senator is the homie. Do we need to call the senator? Do we need to call Terrell? Do we need to call Terrell? Y'all know I had Terrell on my show before when he was running for senator. Okay, we knows people in these parts. And see, the thing about it is he's part of the community, the caterer, but he's in a different city. He lives in a different city, but it's not that far away. He lives in, well, I ain't going to say where he lives. I ain't going to say where he lives. Long as my cousin and them know where he lives, that's all that matters. I ain't going to say where he lives, not on here. But let me play this video, okay? I'm going to go on mute so y'all can hear it really well.
After exchanging rings and vows 10 days ago, Cherie and Gerard Christian smiled during their big day pictures. But in one photo, the bride says those aren't tears of joy.
I was crying because the caterer didn't show up. I was embarrassed. I didn't know how I was going to feed my guests. I had a lot of guests.
Cherie has receipts showing she paid Freestyle Flavors Catering $3,500. But after the ceremony, the reception plates remained empty.
You're not answering. There's no food. I'm about to get ready to walk out. It's showtime.
The groom says his anger is not about the stylish food never delivered.
We could have ate fish sticks and chips for all I care, as long as I was marrying her. What made me mad was the fact that I heard my wife crying on a day that meant the world to her.
But nobody left the wedding hungry. Though distraught the caterer didn't come through, the newlyweds say their friends and wedding party sure did by ordering and paying for more than $2,800 worth of food and having it delivered before the special night was through.
People are yelling out, I got Olive Garden, or I got Wingstop, I got Qdoba.
The thankful couple repaid their family and friends, but say the owner of Freestyle Flavors Catering handed them $1,500 cash and still owes them more.
Give her the money. Pay her what you owe. You know how much it is. It's $2,011.
DeAndre Freeman Sr. sent me an email saying he's asked his insurance provider to cover the remaining $2,000 owed the newlyweds, and he's optimistic about reaching a resolution promptly. As for not showing up to cater the wedding, the caterer claims an unforeseen accident prevented them from attending.
I understand people have bad days, but you're telling me all this happened in one day? You cut your finger, your son got into a car accident, the business phone that you're supposed to use for the business, that was inside the car.
The newlyweds warned that before saying I do your homework and get more than just a taste of a caterer's reputation.
I had his food one time, and I felt that was enough. That's not enough. Get some references.
Near 168th and Blondo, Mike McKnight, First Alert 6.
All right, I dropped the link just in case anybody wants to jump on the panel and chime in. If not, that's basically a wrap. I just wanted to come on here, spend a little time to update you guys on the situation. Now, I really appreciate Mike McKnight for covering this story. Mike McKnight have reached out to me. Some of y'all probably don't remember, but about 5 years ago, almost 6 years ago, one of my good friends' uncle was working at Oriental Trading. And one of the guys who worked there, who was a Caucasian man, put a noose on his desk. And so my friend's uncle came back to his desk, saw the noose. He reported it. They did an investigation, found out who did it. Of course, that person was fired. And so, we discussed it on the hood table on here. I guess word got out to the news stations. And I told y'all before, it's so funny. I was like, I woke up the very next morning after we discussed it on the hood table. I woke up the very next morning, and outside of my door, y'all know I work from home. So outside of my door was like 3-4 different news stations. They vans, they cars, cameras, microphones, lights. This was early in the morning. I never forget. It was early in the morning. And I'm looking outside like, what the fuck is going on? Then my phone blowing up. I'm getting text messages from people. This is such and such from here. This is such and such from here. We would like to speak to you. We would like to get in contact with your guest from the Hood Table Show, and whoop, 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 whoop. And then in my emails, I had all these emails from all these news people, these news reporters. And I'm like, what the hell? So I opened up the door and I said, you guys, I am working. I'm literally on the clock. I will respond to one of y'all later. So I ended up responding to Mike, and he asked permission to use a clip from my show 5 or 6 years ago. And I gave him permission, and he covered it on, his show. And he did a great job. Again, the guy who put the noose on my friend's uncle's desk, he got fired. And my friend's uncle, they went to court. They settled with the company. It was charges on it was all kind of shit, right? So when I first heard Demisha last night telling her story, oh, you saw your replay earlier. The story, yes, it's wild. What's up, Pandy? How you doing, love? But when I heard Demisha telling her story, saying that she had reached out to Mike McKnight to help her do an investigation on this caterer, I was like, hold up, Mike McKnight, we didn't talk before. He didn't cover the story that I covered before. So I reached out to him. And I said, you need to investigate this and help my cousin get her money back. That's the whole purpose of it all. Ain't nobody trying to destroy nobody biz naive. Ain't nobody trying, a lot of us have small businesses. A lot of us need our jobs. we got to pay bills. We got to take care of our kids. But that what happened to my cousin and other people is totally unacceptable. Especially when you claim to have all this money sitting in your bank account. I ain't got to scam nobody. But you can't take 2 racks out of that $100K that you say you got in your bank account and give our cousin back her money. Like my cousin said in the chat, pay our cousin back her money. Pay our cousin back her money. This will end everything because she already had her wedding day. It was her dream wedding day. She can't go back. She can't redo it. I mean, you know, some people are fortunate to have a dream wedding and maybe a dream wedding 2.0, you know, maybe. But who wants to go through all that? Like it's the shit is stressful. I ain't never been married, but I know the shit is stressful. And to plan something that extravagant, who just wants to do it all over again just so they can make sure they have a caterer the next time? Ain't nobody doing that shit. So the shit is done and over with. They just want their money back. And then on top of that, they not only paid him almost 4 racks, but then you heard her say on the news, her friends just started jumping up. We going here, we going here. They just started buying money. That man, I'm telling you. Boy, I'm telling you, it's hard to find real friends. You know, it's child, people just jumping up. I'm about to take my credit card, my debit card. I'm about to buy you some food, girl, because we ain't about to just sit here and drink no water. And no, I don't even know if they had champagne. I don't know what they had to drink. But this way, you know, weddings, shoot, after people be wanting to eat. Just like funerals, people want to eat. I love you, rest in peace. Now where the fucking chicken at? Like people want to fucking eat afterwards, and ain't no food. So thank goodness her friends, family, they stepped up. They went and purchased food on the spot wherever they could find food. They just went and bought food, thousands of dollars of food. Now my cousin had to pay them back. She had to pay them back. Yeah, it was nice. They bought the food and shit, but I ain't about to go no damn wedding and pay $1,000, $2,000 for somebody else's food and I want my money back. That's no matter how much I love you, boo. We gotta make us some type of arrangement. Pay me $50 a week. Pay me $50 every 2 weeks. Pay me, you know what I'm saying? Like something. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't going down like that. It ain't going down like that. Hold on, let me see who's this in the back. Hey, what's up? How you doing, boo? I know that's right, sis. Hold up, sis? What's your title say under your video? It says a real caterer.
I've been on there, Shirley Jenna, and I'm sober. I'm good. I just want a couple things. Anyway, what you doing?
Man, you know what? And that's my sis. And she is a caterer. She cooks, she bakes, and all that shit. And we have when you are a caterer, sis, now you know caterer to caterer, right? Because we both do that shit, right? We have reputations that we gotta keep, that we gotta uphold.
Do you not understand? When I moved back to Texas, I had took a catering job back home. I drove 12 plus hours just to do a catering job. So there's no excuses. That's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit.
Yep. And that was a job you had took before you had even knew you was moving or moved out of town. So basically my sis, we was talking the other day and she said before she moved away from here, she moved down south with her hubby and she had already made arrangements to cater somebody, had got paid, you know, all that kind of shit. Even though she moved all the way to Texas from the Midwest, she came back all the way to make sure she catered that event.
Right, we wasn't even unpacked yet. As a matter of fact, I think what is the same week?
You had to turn right back around, right?
Yeah, we had to turn right back around.
Right, and then you had to go right back around to return to Texas. Now that's how a professional business owner caterer does that shit. You just didn't move out of town and leave them people high and dry.
No, that's
they
what
didn't
I'm
know
saying.
you was moving out of town. They didn't ask for this shit. They asked for no customer service.
All that shit was, that man had no intentions of doing that damn job, period. And the fact that other people had this same experience, I wish they would have spoke up sooner, but he had no intentions. All that shit was some bullshit. It's all bullshit. You can't, there's no, fuck your son, fuck your finger, fuck all that. It's bullshit.
And like I said yesterday, I did say yesterday, if it really happened, if his son was really, I said, God forbid, I hope he's okay. But for the people not to be able to find, even a policeman did some research and couldn't find a police report for the wreck on the day of the wedding. So even a policeman, they got police friends. They got friends in high places. Okay, my family and my cousins and them. And they got people in high places, and they did research and they couldn't find it. Now I don't know how soon a police report gets on file. I don't know, but as a policeman, I'm pretty sure they can find out that day or the next day. You know what I'm saying?
There wasn't no accident. It's called excuses. When we don't want to perform a service. And we want to scam people. That's what we do. That's what they do. I ain't gonna say what we do. I don't do that shit. But that's what they do.
That shit. Okay, nobody in this
he had
say that
ample amount of time. He had ample amount of time to notify. When he cut his finger, you should have automatically been like, I got an emergency, such and such and such and such. Do I need to, can you send somebody to pick up the food? Something. No, that man didn't cook shit.
He was in the car, in a car wreck, and the car was totaled, and the food was totaled, and his phone, his business phone, just happened to be in the car too, so he couldn't call them until the next day, like over 24 hours.
That is bullshit. Bullshit. That's all I can say is bullshit. Man, I'm sorry. He would have had a well-whipped motherfucking ass. Period.
You know, my homeboy said on my post, he said, he lucky he ain't messing with nobody who ain't got shit to lose because it don't look like he can fight his way out of a paper bag. That's
Guess
what my
what?
homeboy said.
I got a lot of family in high places. I would have got away with it. Not on my motherfucking wedding day. How much you want to make a bet? I would have got away with it.
I'm telling you, I told my cousin, I said, you know, everybody, you know, you can't say what you'll do unless you in those shoes. But I just know the way I know me. I know me. And I know I would not have been able to, I couldn't have done it. I would have been, my mind would have been everywhere fucking else. And I know, like her husband said, man, I don't care if we eating fish sticks and chicken nuggets as long as I'm marrying her. But I just know me. I would have been like, where that bitch ass motherfucker? I mean, I would like, no, where he at? Somebody go find him. We go, where's my food? Where's my lamb chops? Where's my $4,000 motherfucking dollars? And then 10 days later, and you still ain't made right. But you on Facebook talking about we lying on you?
Ain't nobody lying on you. We telling the truth about you. There's a difference, bruh. Know the difference. Facts. Actual facts. Receipts. You can't, how you gonna sit there and say somebody lying on you when they got actual receipts? What the hell you smoking? Can I get some to make you that delusional?
Mm-hmm.
Did
you watch last night, sis, where we showed like people posting in the food groups here saying he's stealing people pictures and posting them as his? People been reporting him in food groups. Were you here did you watch last night?
No, I did not catch that last night.
Hold on, let me find it. Here's right here. See it? The Salt and Pepper had made a post in a food group and said, not sure if it's a big deal or not, but we have a local caterer in Omaha, Nebraska, who does not have a food permit and is fooling his customers by posting images of food that are not his. For example, he posted this pic of yours. She tagged somebody and said he posted this pic of yours to lure his customers in. And this is the pic that he posted. And it's some type of fried devil egg, some type of shit. deep fried devil egg or something, and he put on there on his post, have some time in to test in the kitchen, deep fried devil eggs at the or the winner or whatever, and it's somebody else's post, and they
Like,
say
I really don't get it. I just don't get it. You got struggling people out here looking for work. I just don't get it. I don't get it. You muted.
Like
Can't
I
hear you.
said, I'm sorry. Like I said last night, sus, I ain't never had no order near that amount. I'm still in the hundreds, okay? I ain't never had no order that big, but had I had an order, because like I said, even when I get $100 order, even if I get a couple of $100, it don't matter. I said this before. Every single customer that I encounter, I make sure when I finish they shit, sus, that it looks like it belongs on a magazine. And I'm dead ass. I ain't never, every single thing I make for somebody is magazine, front cover, cover photo, ready.
Yeah.
And there's been times in the past, I've been doing this for over 10 years. There's been times in the past where I done fucked up. There's been times when I dropped the cake on the floor. There's been times where I had to start from scratch and I had to rush my ass because I had this event to get to. And I'm like, oh, fuck, oh my God, what happened? There's been times when I didn't burn a cake. I got burn marks on my damn hand. I got so many burn marks from the ovens on my hand. There have been times, it's hard out here being a cake decorator. But there's been times where I had mishaps and I just be like, fuck this shit. Get it together. Get this shit, get it together, deliver. There is no excuse. There is no excuse. And that's another reason why I always start, I usually start a day early to do my orders, especially if they big orders, sometimes 2 days early. If it's just a single cake and it's not nothing too difficult that they want, and it's like for an evening venue, I just start early in the morning, But for big orders like the one I had this weekend that I posted the pics and videos, that big order, I started 2 days in advance and I worked 36 hours straight through, sis. 36 hours through on 2 hours of sleep and a granola bar and water. and then after that, I jumped my butt in the shower, put some makeup on, threw on some flats and some slacks and a blouse. And me and my son toted that shit to the party. And I stayed for a little bit and then I went home because I was exhausted. 36 hours of baking, decorating. Sis, did you see my paints? I was painting cupcakes.
Beautiful.
I was painting cupcakes. Because it was that type of party, that type of venue. And the same thing, what I'm trying to say is, if I had a $3,000-$4,000 order to deliver, ain't no way ain't no
way. There's no fucking way.
Because that showcases your shit to hundreds of people. They gonna post all the pics from the wedding, the food. That's gonna get you more business. That's gonna, what I'm saying? Like, you fucked up, nigga. You fucked up. Like you fucked up.
If somebody else uses him, then they a fucking fool.
You done fucked up, right?
Big time. Cause
all he had to do was give her money. And sis, he was posting on Facebook that he got $100,000 in the bank and he ain't got no reason to run those scams on nobody. So why 10 days later you still owe my cousin over $2,000?
Because he ain't got $100,000 in the bank. And why would you be broadcasting that? Don't you know somebody can just whoop your ass?
Right. I would never broadcast. I ain't gonna broadcast if I got $2,000 in the bank. I'm broke, bitch. I'm broke. I ain't got no money. I'm broke. I ain't telling nobody I got money. Nope. I'm over here eating chicken noodles and hot dogs. And butter. What we used to eat? What's our broke asses? Well, I don't know about y'all, but our broke asses had I remember syrup sandwiches.
We got some bologna.
Fried bologna sandwiches. I mean, the government cheese toast. Like, girl. I ain't got no money. I ain't got it.
And see, honestly, Gerard is doing damn good because he has a business. So he's
They
doing
both
damn good
do.
because
Because she does
yeah, they
childcare.
do.
She
Right,
has
they
a
both
childcare
do.
learning preschool, and
Yeah,
he has a business, and she has her decorating. They are both doing good, but they both expect the same level of professionalism as they give to their customers.
That's what I'm saying. I'm surprised. Like I said, he's doing damn good that he did not whoop that man's ass.
Oh, I ain't gonna tell you how my cousin husband really well. You know, because your husband would feel the same way. But like my homeboy said on my post, he lucky he ain't fucking with nobody who ain't got shit to lose. He lucky he ain't fucking with nobody that's been in jail with Day and Bubble and them like 50, 11 times, and they don't give a fuck. That's their second home.
I remember I know Gerard because he used to wrestle for my dad back in the day. And then he was also there the day that my dad passed away. So there's no man.
Yep, and me and Gerard, we go way back to one of my boyfriends in high school. He was best friends with my boyfriend, so we go way back, all the way back to high school. And then he's with my cousin, so of course I'm going to have their back. I was very vocal when I first found out that my cousin was at her wedding crying her eyes out because a caterer stood her up, and she paid almost $4,000. That hurt me, sis. If that would happen to you, that hurt me. Like, it wasn't my wedding, but you know, when you care about somebody that's your family, your friend, and you know that's a very special day, and they spent thousands of dollars to make sure that day was perfect.
Yeah,
it hurt me.
This because you already know your brother here.
I already know. I know my bro. He would have been shit. He would have left your ass.
Looking for it.
Baby, stay right there at the altar. I'll be back.
Yep.
And my auto source
because the fact that I'm crying. Oh no. That wouldn't even. It wouldn't even.
And then you know Rosha, right? Rosha Taylor, the one who do the makeup artist. She did her makeup, but Rosha was long gone by then. And while she's crying and everything, people trying to fix her makeup. They're not makeup artists. They just trying to do the best they can to fix her makeup because she's been just crying a river, you know, because and she still looked beautiful. My cousin, she looks beautiful.
She did.
She looks beautiful.
I've seen the pictures.
She looks beautiful.
Beautiful. It was a beautiful wedding.
She still looked beautiful, but you can tell in some of the pictures that she was not really happy. And that's the thing about it. She has those pictures to remind her all the time.
It's not even necessarily the pictures. It's just the thought.
It's yeah.
It's the thought.
Yeah.
Like, and it's a blessing that they are loved.
Yes, because people came out the pocket, girl. If I was there, I would have been like, I ain't got no $1,000, but I can put 50 on it. I can put 100 on it. Where you want me to go? I can go get some Godfather's pizza. Delivers. You know that commercial. Let me take your order, please. I get some. I been got some Godfathers. So I be like, cousin, I got 10. You know how you be at a party and they about to go for a liquor run. I got 10.
Yeah. I got about 20 on it.
Yeah, I got 10, 20 on it. Get us some bottles. But
and I would have went to House of Poetry.
You know what?
Yep.
Bro, you was crazy.
Yep.
If the House of Poetry was still here, we could have went there and got some stuff too.
He said Airfield Foodway.
Oh, Field Food. You know what? We can go to Field Foodway and get a whole bunch of cracklings and some liquor. You know, Field Foodway is like the last place here that still sell cracklings. Not the baconettes.
Them cracklings.
But they sell the cracklings. The
them
real
hard
shit. Ones that will break your teeth if you ain't careful. And I love them. I love them. Sometimes I go to Field Foodway just to get some cracklings. Give me about 3 bags, and I'm out of there. I'm going.
Oh hell no, can't do it.
I love them crackers, but my teeth
I
be
watched
like,
this man.
please, please stop.
I watched this old man eat cracklings and drink buttermilk.
Oh, that's nasty.
Yeah.
The fact that you drinking buttermilk.
Why buttermilk with cracklings? Because was it
Somebody
that
drank
hot to
buttermilk.
Was it soothing the
That's an automatic bowel movement.
I don't know, but buttermilk, just
That's an automatic bowel movement.
No.
Why are you eating them? You about to go take a shit.
We can't do the buttermilk. No. I will cook with it. Be more than happy to cook with it.
Sis.
Butter ass. There ain't no buttermilk, butter ass.
Ugh. Just the thought, just thinking about it, somebody just drinking that just makes you want to just throw. And crackling too, that shit's already dry and make your throat all dry and swell up.
Crackling bread.
Ugh. And to wash that down with some thick ass buttermilk, that should make you want to throw up right there.
Well, that's all Frito pies is. It's just a version of
Over here choking. The only time I use buttermilk is to put in my cakes that require buttermilk. I don't do that buttermilk.
Or I will soak my chicken. I've soaked fish in buttermilk.
Yeah, or if I'm doing fried, if I'm doing some extra crispy, double dipped, okay, with the eggs and the buttermilk. Some people don't know about that.
Maybe I need to be throwing my hand in the catering jobs back home. Shit.
Girl, come back to me.
I will make that trip, and I won't even charge for driving.
A catering job can be worth it. Like I told my cousin,
I can make that up in my time.
Did you see the videos of the retirement party that I catered and my cousin Cherie decorated? I mean, I always tell her how awesome she is, but this particular venue, when I walked in there, my mouth just hit the floor. I said, cousin, you should be designing for celebrities. I know you local, but people will fly you out. That's just like people will fly out celebrities. They will fly out interior decorators. They will fly out party planners. Cousin, you need to be doing this shit. Don't forget about those little people. But
that's why you gotta staff.
People tell me all the time, you need to be on one of those baking cake decorating shows. I ain't got time for that shit, okay? But no, for real, with my cousin, she needs to be, and I'm not trying to say what she needs to be. I'm gonna just say she's worthy. Her work is exceptional, and she's worthy. None of them I done seen a lot of celebrity venues. Yeah. And I can't say that my cousin can't do none of that. I can't say that my cousin can't be up to the plate with them because she can.
Because I do. I follow a lot of her work and things like that. And man.
And her house. You see her house is beautiful. You saw on the news show, they show like she was sitting in a certain area. Her house is gorgeous. Like her house is gorgeous. She's always been like that. She's always been a stylist. She's always been a decorator. She's interior decorating, party planning. She's always been like extravagant, professional, stuff like that always. So that's what hurts the most is the fact that she's done so much for so many people, so many families in our city for their events, whether it's a birthday, whether it's a funeral repast, whether it's a wedding, whether it's, you know what I'm saying? She's done so much for other people and always does a fabulous job. And so she just expected her shit to also be perfect. And this motherfucker act like he did. Like, what kind of heart you got? I don't give a fuck if your foot got caught off. I don't give a fuck if y'all did get in a car wreck and y'all were in a coma. Y'all ain't in no coma now. You walking, you using the phone, you able to piss standing up still. Like you got $100,000 in the bank. Why can't you just give her money back? Just give her money back. Right now, it's 10 days later. You telling her that it might take 30 days to get her money back from Square, but you got $100,000 in the bank, bro. And it is
not have their personal number. How were you contacting them for you not to have their personal number?
Because he claims that his business phone was in the vehicle with the delivery drivers while he was at home prepping the rest of the food. And that's what I said earlier. Why the fuck would you give your business phone to the delivery drivers? If a client needs to call you and you need to get in contact with the delivery people, then you call them. But you don't give your business phone to your drivers.
They have their own fucking phone.
Then he talking about I didn't have.
So therefore, if you need to call them,
exactly, you call them and say my client says this or my client says that. That's you keep your business phone. That's why even Gerard on the news tonight, he said, "Man, that's some bullshit." Oh, so you cut your finger, your child got in a wreck, your business phone was in the car, that got wrecked while you was at the crib or wherever still prepping food.
He got 100K in the
okay,
bank.
so
But you got 100K in the bank. Hold up. Can I get close? But you got 100K in the bank. Am I looking the wrong way?
Nope. I see you looking straight at me.
Okay. But you got $100 in the bank. But you got $100 in the bank. But you got $100 in the bank. I need to put that on repeat.
Won't be there in the morning. If he got 100K, he'll have negative 99K in the morning.
No, you're gonna have less than that.
Negative 98. No, more than that because he not only owes her over 2K, but her guests spent almost $3,000 or $4,000 to feed her guests, and they had to pay their guests back.
Oh, he in debt.
So he owes her way
money back.
more than what she spent for the catering. He owes her way more.
Did the check clear? That's what I want to know. Did the check clear?
Hell no, the check ain't clear yet. The check said it wasn't a check. It wasn't a check. It was a Square. He used the Square business.
So she didn't get part of the money up front,
no,
or a little bit of it.
He met her in person, showed her his cut finger, and gave her $1,500 in person cash. Then he said the rest. And that's another thing. If you got 100K in the bank, why couldn't you give it all to her in cash? He gave her $1,500 in cash. And then told her I will square you. You know, Square is kind of like a cash app.
Yeah.
But I will square you the rest. So he squared her the rest. It was pending for 3 days. Then after 3 days, it got reversed and canceled. So she called her bank, was like, what happened? She said, the person must have canceled it. So she hit him up. What happened? I didn't cancel shit. I don't know what happened. Then he so-called did some investigation and said, well, Square said over 50 people called and said I was running a fraudulent business. So they froze my account for 30 days. Said, but listen.
Well, you know.
Listen, hold on. Listen, hold on, bro. He said, hold on 1 second. Just 1 second. And he said that Square told him that it would have to be 30 days before they can finish their investigation. But mind you, even if it took 30 days or 6 months, you got 100K. Can I say it again? Can y'all repeat? Can we say it again? 100K in the bank.
You got 100K in the bank, but you still in other people's photos.
Now you posted this on Facebook that I have 100K in the bank, and I ain't got no reason to scam nobody. You got 100K in the bank, but you couldn't get my cousin back her $2,000 and the $3,000-$4,000 that they guessed at their own wedding had to run out from the wedding to buy food in a flash. I mean, they went to Qdoba, Olive Garden. They went to Wingstop. They just went to whatever place was open that they thought would have a lot of food to feed hundreds of people. Her guests spent money out their own wallet for somebody else's wedding because the caterer who was paid $4 didn't show up and didn't answer his phone and then hit them back till over 24 hours later talking about I cut my finger and my son was in a wreck.
Only reason why he hit them back.
He still ain't gave them their money back yet.
Okay. Did she dispute that with her bank?
She did, but they can't. They said they can't do anything right now. So basically, what she's doing is
the fuck you can't.
She's gonna take him to small claims court because no, sis, it's a catering. When it comes down to food, and I didn't know this, but when it comes down to food, they don't for food items, and it don't matter if it was a catering job. That's what the banks.
What bank is that?
I don't know. I don't know her bank name.
Guess what? Yes, the fuck you would be. Yes, the fuck you would. Or I would take all my money up out that goddamn bank. You can't sit there and tell me no. I can't do this.
What up, a brother from a certain age? How you doing? You say, he didn't have that money, lying motherfucker. And I made my birthday man for a lying motherfucker.
But you know what? But you know, from all the people that he has scammed, he very well could have $100K in the bank. He scammed a lot of folks.
He wouldn't be around. He scammed me.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't. Can I say a soup diet? No, and you're lucky if you get a soup diet.
He ain't gonna even reach for his line. Rob me, nigga.
All we wanted was for him to give my cousin back her money. That's it.
That ain't cool, bro.
And the month again, the month before, if y'all watched our interview tonight of me interviewing all three victims, a month ago, one of the victims settled in court for $2,700. It took them a year to get their money back from him because he fucked up their venue as well. So it's a lot of people. People are coming forward talking about, all he do is sell bloody turkeys for the holidays, and people are saying all kind of shit about him. Yeah, people are saying all kind of shit about him.
Well, he doesn't have a food permit, so. Well, in Texas, we got the cottage law.
He has one now. Because Mike McKnight, the one who covered the story after they found out we did the story last night, Mike McKnight was already working with one of the ladies last year when she was trying to get her money back. And so Mike McKnight from Channel 6, he had found out then that he didn't have a license and he was selling liquor without a license. So what they did, the city sent him a stop order to do business until he got a license. So a few weeks later, he went and got a license. So as far as we know, right now, he does, have a license.
That license ain't gonna stop
as far as we know.
But that can be, I don't know. I know in Texas, they will take your shit. I don't know about Nebraska, but in Texas, they will take your shit.
And that could, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about here, but let me show you this real quick. I'm gonna show you this. I showed it last week. But
do they have the cottage food law? Do they have the cottage food law in Nebraska?
Absolutely. And let me show y'all this right here. This is the lady who posted about the turkeys, okay? And she's not the only one. She posted it. See, that's what I said last night, sis and bro. I said, when you are a vendor or a caterer or a restaurant, every city has food groups.
Yep.
And everybody will post something negative in that motherfucker if they have a bad experience with you. So this person happened to post in Omaha Food Lover. And they said, I purchased $100 smoked turkey from Freestyle to pick it up, trying to support a small local business. Unfortunately, the turkey was raw in the center, despite following reheating instructions that they had to Google to find out how to reheat it because he didn't provide any instructions. She said it's completely ruined our Thanksgiving dinner, but I didn't want to bother the owner on his holiday, so I reached out the next day, and while the owner initially asked her, then without an acknowledgement of wrongdoing, told me their business was closed and they deal with it on Saturday. Eventually, they said they would issue a refund, but it's been over a week. And I still have not received my money back. And basically, I felt like the owner did not care to rectify any issues with any responsible, timely manner, or at all for that matter. And all three of the ladies yesterday said they agree with that last statement. when he fucks up and people want their money back, he basically don't want to rectify the issues with a reasonable or timely manner, and it's like he don't give a fuck.
If that man is still in business, there should be no way that man is still in business.
Well, when Demisha won her lawsuit, when Demisha took him to court for her $2,700, the judge told her when she saw the not having a license, the not this, the this, that, the judge said, "I don't understand how he's a caterer." That's what the judge said.
Yeah, the judge, he know what it is with his stinking ass. Ain't nobody worried about the judge with his punk ass.
I don't know. I think it might have been a lady, but either way, that's a caterer. They still got a business.
Actually, it pissed me off because I'm gonna keep it 500 with y'all. Hold up, cause I'm listening on my phone. But it's the hubby right now. Y'all don't know. Y'all know who I am. But anyway. Long story short, true story. What was that? 14 or 16? When I went to school. 2014. When was I was weird? Got the Haven for Hope. That wasn't 12. 14 exactly. Because we moved to Reva's what? Okay, peep it out. I'm gonna tell y'all a real true story real quick. We had just got out of the shelter. Wife had already got all the paperwork together. I'm in school, everything, San Antonio, right? Peep this out. No cap. My wife's first venture was a dentist office over in, if I'm not mistaken, it was over in off of the, it was over off of, what street was that? San Pedro? Yeah, it's over off of San Pedro. Or over by the North Star Mall in San Antonio, Texas, for the olds and all that know about San Antonio, Texas. But anyway, do you not know that besides her smoking out the neighborhood and me and couldn't nobody breathe, because they want jalapeno poppers and all that. So, when you cook jalapeno poppers, you got to have some smoke filter because when the bacon and the jalapenos is going, it's smoky. Everybody's choking. The bugs, the air, even the air is choking. But nevertheless,
so
the order was big. The order was big, right? But here's what we did. We made sure everything was food gradable. We made sure folks stuff that was supposed to be cold and cool. And then we made sure that it was good with the hot and the heat. Guess what, y'all?
That shit on the bus.
They were less than a mile and a half down the street. Guess what we did?
What?
We got on the goddamn bus, the metro. Hold on. With the food bags and the food crate on the metro.
Oh, wow.
And took it to the dentist office. And guess what? They were sitting right there looking at us when we got off the bus. Because them folks went into their pocket, like we say in church, and they dug deep, even though they already paid us. And guess what? The food was hot. The ice was cold. And they broke bread. And guess what they said?
And why did y'all take the bus again? You said what happened to the ride?
Because we didn't have no car at the moment.
So you mean to tell me, hold up, bro. So you mean to tell me,
and this is a true story,
that sis catered the event. She didn't have no wheels, not one, not two, not three, not four. She didn't have no
not
wheels.
Uber or Lyft neither.
She kept the hot. She was able to keep the cold. Y'all jumped on the metro bus. Y'all ride at the dental venue, and everybody ate, and Jesus wept.
Yes.
And gave a damn good doggone me recommendation.
But this mother.
And hold on, this is real talk. This ain't no make believe. This ain't no make story. This ain't no.
I know you wouldn't lie to me. I believe you.
Shit, this is exactly because I supported that. I was in school full time. Shit, you got to think. I'm in for, shit, we just get out of the damn shelter. So we gonna get what we got to get. We was already licensed. You try to figure out, well, how the hell can you be a caterer, you in the shelter and all that? Don't worry about it, bitch ass niggas. Y'all keep living. And don't think it won't happen to you. Don't give a damn how much money you think you got. Don't give a damn how much credit your goods you think it is good. Don't give a damn what kind of education you got. Life starts to life.
Oh,
Nevertheless.
life and it's like everybody who works for the government is on furlough right now. No money.
I don't even want to speak on that because I seen something that really disturbed me.
Just throw us all off topic of the topic.
I'm just saying, I seen something that disturbed me. Oh my God. And I was like, lady, if you don't get your 9 kids having ass out in front of them people talk about, I got 9 kids and I don't know how we gonna eat. You better close them legs up. But anyway.
You know what? Anyway.
If she was my age, hold on. She was my age, sis. How the hell you almost 50? Well, I'm 51, but nevertheless. How you basically Gen X? How you 49, 50, and you talking about you got 9 kids? You talking about I don't know what y'all gonna do, but I need my stamp because I don't know how we gonna eat.
You know what?
But anyway,
they could have used.
Anyway, as I was saying, that's true though.
Bring it back.
That's true though.
They could have used.
Yeah, no, that's true though. So yeah, we did that. We did that on the metro, on the bus. Matter of fact, it was the bus. I think it was bus number. Was it the number 2?
Oh, the number. Oh.
Babe, wasn't it the number 2?
Not the number 2. You know the number 2 out here take you to.
Yep, because you know the 2. Yeah, the 2 go up and down, but now in San Antonio, the 2 goes all the way. No cap, it goes all the way from the Walmart area in Stone Oak. Stone Oak is 1604, which is the outer loop of San Antonio. It goes all the way from a Walmart way out, all the way downtown San Antonio.
Man,
I promise you. That one bus.
Transfer to the 2. We would go to the 18 and transfer to the okay. I remember the bus day.
Now either you go to the 5 or the 8, or if you lived over on the Ave, you got on the 3 because you know if your ass got off on that.
Or you gonna transfer over? You gonna transfer at the mall at Crossroads to get to the West Road? Yeah.
Certain neighborhoods, if you had to ride the 5, and if you from the south of Ames, you riding the 5, you better not get your ass north of Ames because you're gonna get your ass drugged. Now, if your ass is from north of Ames and you getting off over on south Ames, you better not get caught because you're gonna get your ass drugged by them boys over there on the 40s. You don't keep playing. Keep playing. But anyway, yeah. That's real life, man. That's real life. So that is a true story. So if that gentleman is watching,
that's true.
If he's watching,
that's a true statement of y'all professionalism. Because earlier sis had said that she had told me before how she had took a catering order and then
we had just moved out here,
moved out of town, but she had already.
Like I'm talking about. So our shit wasn't even unpacked.
Order, yeah.
Like I'm talking about because she was already down here. I had to. In fact, this is the funny part about it. She got down here. I took her. Her job transferred to her right around Father's Day. Like literally, she got the job that Father's Day weekend, and I dropped her off that Thursday morning down at Epley about 5, 6 in the morning, and she was already gone. So by the time I got down here, I had rode the bus down here, and they came with her and my sister-in-law came up to Dallas to come and get me. No cap. It was less than a few days. Like literally, when I got to College Station, went and got my job, started my job. Before we had to bail, come back. Literally,
but
and I'm talking about
how dedicated you are, because that's something I would have done if I would have took a catering order, and then lo and behold, I got to move out of town. I'm not just going to leave them high and dry.
But basically, here's the crazy part about it.
But still,
when we moved
to Texas, and the order was here in Omaha, and she made sure that she drove all the way back up here, drove all the way back, and then when she had to do the damn dental venue, the whip wasn't whipping. You get on the bus. See, everybody ain't gonna do that shit. Everybody ain't gonna get on no bus with a whole catering, like You know what I'm saying? And just go to the venue, hop off the bus. We here. Where you want us to set up the food? That's dedication to your business.
So it ain't no excuses. So Mr. Man, whatever, Mr. Booty digging fingers, man, that cut your fingers and all that stuff and want to rob people of their money, bro, man, I hope you're watching this. Because there is some people, I can't say no names, but there is some people that do love those people that you're talking about. And I can promise you, bro, you might want to get that young lady her bread, her child. I don't care if you got a Cash App, Zelle, Venmo, raise some turkey dinners, go to church and do some church dinners. I don't care how you got to do it, boss. You might want to do that, bro. And this is not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be, life threatening or nothing like that, because you trust me, you're not worth it. I can guarantee you. Hell, even if your name was on a piece of paper with a triple digit behind it, it's not worth it. Nevertheless, do what you're supposed to do, bro, because for one, you look like you can't cook at all anyway. Second of all, I don't know how the hell why you run around here bragging, because a man with $100K in the bank ain't gonna cut his finger on nothing. Stop jacking off and stop having folks cut you with a paper cut and then want to say, ooh, I can only give you $1,500. Yeah, that's because you was over there tricking off. You know, it ain't no hoes on the deuce no more, so I know you was on OnlyFans, or you was out west somewhere in Miller tricking off them people money. Don't play with me, nigga. Don't play with me, nigga. Don't play with me, bro, because I know some of your people. Why you bullshitting, partner, with your ugly ass? You do what you're supposed to do. And do right by the Christians. No, for real though, black man, do what's right. Because if you think, really, when your own people come behind you, that's your warning before destruction. Because when the mother folks show up,
and that's
you can cancel that, bro.
When we were on Facebook, when everybody, not just me, everybody was on Facebook.
You can cancel that.
If you didn't know who he was before her wedding, you knew who he was when he stood her up on her wedding, because everybody was like, who the fuck is this? I ain't never heard of him. What's his name? What's his business name? Everybody that started saying they was ragged.
Did they have a tasting?
Can you imagine that woman?
Like, did he offer a tasting?
What happened was, Cherie does decorating, right? So she was at a venue. She was at a venue doing her thing. I think this is how it went. I know for sure she was at a venue, and she said the caterer was a couple of hours late. But once he got there, because he had forgot the warmers, so once he got there, she said he set his stuff up. She said it was beautiful. It was super nice. The food was really good. So she said, you know what? I think I'm going to hit this guy up for my wedding. That's how she found out about him, because she was actually at another venue and he was catering, and she tasted the food and she saw his setup. So that's why on the news show that I showed y'all, the news clip tonight, for the guy who covered the story after we broke it, he said, basically, Cherie said, don't just go by taste alone. Get your references, do some background research, check their page, check for reviews, check for complaints, stuff like that. Because just tasting somebody's food alone, that's not good enough. And like I told my cousin the other day, you didn't know, we didn't know. You would have never thought in a million years that you would have experienced that on your wedding day. Never. Nobody would have. Nobody would. So you didn't know. You didn't know. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. You saw his work. You tasted his food. It's like, what else you got to do? I taste your food. That's like when people hit me up, sis, or when people might hit you up. I cater desserts all over this city. If somebody was to, and I do get people who say, I was at this event and I tasted your food. Or I was at my homegirl's party and I tasted her birthday cake. People hit me up saying that shit. So word of mouth is everything. But then if they say, I tasted your shit and I want to hire you to do my desserts venue, and then come the day of, I don't show up.
There's no way. There's no way. I'm like,
That boy retarded. He ain't special. He just retarded.
That's
I'm just being honest with you. He know better than that.
so he basically was picking and choosing which job he wanted to do.
Well, that's the thing. We're not sure because we do know that some people had good experiences with him, and we do know that some people had bad experiences with him. But also, we also know that people have complained about him in different food groups here locally, saying that he's stealing people's pictures, and people have posted people's pics saying, "See, this your pic." He's putting it on his like the pic I showed you. He said, "I got a little time in the kitchen today." And it was a whole other lady's picture of something she made.
That was somebody you had some time in the kitchen that you took somebody else's shit.
Right. So we don't really know how many events he probably did. Like somebody sent him an email one time because they said that he was posting like their decorations and all that kind of stuff as if it was his. And they sent him an email. And he was like, "No, I'm just showing my food, and if it happens to be in the background, it has to be in the background." I don't know, but basically, people are complaining in the food groups, and I was telling y'all earlier, these food groups they can make or break you.
Yeah, they can.
They can make or break you, and if you are a caterer or a chef or something, beware of the food groups. And if you passing on other people's work as your own, beware of the food groups because sis, if somebody posted one of my cakes, I know my cake. You know what's so funny, sis? Let me tell you something. When I did the event last weekend, right? On one of my posts, my friend said, I knew that was you. I'm like, huh? Because I'm at the event, so I don't know what she's talking about. Well, you knew what was me. So I guess somebody had posted already pictures of my desserts, and I'm still at the event, so I don't know nothing. And so she saw the post from the other people, and she said, "I know that's Tanya." And so she commented on my post. She said, "I knew that was your work." And I said, "How'd you know?" She said, "Because I just know your work." And I was like,
exactly. It speaks for itself.
It speaks for itself.
Period.
It speaks for itself.
It ain't because because you're just telling people. People. It speaks for itself.
No, that happened before. I had a homegirl, my homegirl, really close friend. We was out eating together today. I had a really close friend. She was somewhere, and you know how your friends, you be on Facebook, you just scrolling through your friend's timeline. And my friend was scrolling through Facebook, and she fell on one of my cakes. Somebody walked past her, behind her, and said, "That looks like one of Tiny's cake." She turned around. "You know my homegirl? How you know that was her cake?" She called me so quick. She said, "Girl, the funniest shit just happened. Somebody just knew that was your shit. It didn't have your name on it or none of that." And you know what they said? Because I just know her style. So that, you know what I'm saying? So that first impression means a whole lot, whether you're a baker, a cake decorator, a chef, a cook, barbecue, fried chicken, turkey legs, Chinese. It don't matter. It don't matter. You should always be out there trying to do your best and put your best foot forward. And if you fuck up, you gotta fix it. And that's all my cousin wanted, was him to fix it. And now it's all over the motherfucking news. And all he had to do was fix it from the gate.
Well, I want a triple chocolate cheesecake with hog maw juice.
You know what?
Just nasty.
I'm getting a little sleepy.
You're always getting sleepy when you get talking.
I'm getting a little sleepy. But you know what? I don't know how many people been asked about y'all. What y'all gonna do the Friday? I said maybe I'll hit up bro one day and see if he want to do a live one day. It might not be every Friday like it might not be every Friday like it used to, but every now and then maybe we'll, I don't know, once a month or something. Maybe we can get together. We do our Friday night shit talking shows because you know what I want to discuss, bro? And then I'm gonna end it here because I really don't want to convolute this topic with other shit, but the Terrence Crawford shit.
When you want to talk?
When are you ready?
Well, shit, are you shit?
We can do
You know,
tomorrow, the next day.
you
We
can-
can do Friday.
we can do it Friday.
We can do Friday. Like a throwback. We can throw a throwback Friday Night Live because I really
matter of fact, how my other sisters from different mill? How big sister Low doing?
I talked to Sislo this morning. She wasn't feeling well because I was supposed to go live with her yesterday on her show, but she wasn't feeling well. So I talked to her this morning.
That's been going around.
Yeah, she's going to take some medicine and she's going to rest. So maybe she'll be able to join us Friday. I know there are a lot of people right now who is behind Terrence Bud Crawford, the champ. Okay.
Yep.
There are a lot of people in our community who's behind him. There's a lot of people across the nation who's behind him. A lot of people don't like or appreciate what was done to him or his security team or the other people that was in his vehicle. It was wrong, and we're hoping
the mayor some bullshit too.
Yes, we're hoping the mayor and the chief of police fix this, but who is that in the back? Is that Happy Life? Hold up.
OPD, no.
Happy Life?
What up? What up?
What you always coming at the end of a show? You know that.
You know what I be doing.
You know what, Happy Life?
What? Talk to me.
We was literally about to get off of here, Happy Life.
So what y'all been talking about?
Well, you're gonna have to rewind. Did you see my show last night, Happy Life?
I mean, I saw the beginning of it, but then I went to bed.
Well, I'm gonna need you to stay up, okay? But yeah, you're gonna have to rewind because we're about to wrap it up now. I gotta get up and
what's going on with Terrence Crawford, our champion?
Another topic.
Okay.
Another show. We will be live Friday. If bro say so, bro. I can't hear you. You're mute.
You got to show up Friday, Ken folk.
All right, Happy Life. Friday Night Live, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Yeah, you got to show up Friday.
Yeah. Because I really don't want to add too much to this topic because this topic alone is something that I really want to make sure is out there for the people and our community and just let it's like a public service announcement kind of. Again, we're not trying to ruin any lives. We're not trying to ruin any businesses. We just want this business owner to do right.
No, we are trying to ruin that motherfucker's business.
That's all.
Don't say that shit. No, this nigga's business need to be ruined. Fuck that.
I didn't say that.
No, we are ruining that nigga's business. Fuck him. Fuck that. Period.
I didn't say it. You heard it.
No, ruin that nigga's business.
Right, so I'm about to take me a sip of my beer, and it's 12:14 in Texas time.
Cause shit, that he makes shit fucking complicated.
Oh, she put the R. Kelly jail joint up. You childish.
Make that shit complicated.
Free Kells and Diddy.
For the real.
Hey, yeah. Free the diddler and Kel. It's going down. I can't wait. Cause they album gonna go triple. Their album gonna go 2 diamonds. They gonna get 2. They gonna go 20 mil. You'll see. You know what it's gonna be called? It's gonna be called. I'm gonna tell y'all exactly what Kells and Diddy joint is gonna be called. It's gonna be called Lubed Up.
I promise you. I guarantee you, him or nobody in his motherfucking family don't say motherfucking shit. Cause guarantee you, I have no problems making that 12 fucking hour. We have done many round trips.
Yeah, bro. You might
I'm for the shits today.
You ready to fight
next week, next year, next month. It doesn't even fucking matter. I got a lot of motherfucking pent up motherfucking aggression. I would love to get rid of it.
That's too bad.
Fuck him and his business.
Well,
and on that note, we'll see y'all Friday. On that
right, sis, you already know, sis. Anyway,
because it's Terrence motherfucking Bud Crawford's internet, and we're gonna be back on Friday. Okay.
Sis. Because I know you got to get up early. Because you know what, I don't feel like going to work tomorrow. I might call in, but I just don't feel the need to,
I
but
can't
I'm
wake
gonna
up
go
my
in
grandson.
anyway.
He lucky
So
I gotta get up early and walk down the hallway
you
to my
childish.
office. To my office and
And
clock in.
but you know Willie Earl Johnson Jr. I got to go on out here to these people about 3.8 miles away from the spot, you know,
That's
and go
not
just.
too far. That's not too far.
Well, you know, it ain't too far. I just get bored, sis. You know, because
I
I feel like
know.
I feel like I'm a worker. I feel like I'm a retiree working at a retirement home, picking up small little candy wrappers and litter behind landscapers.
Oh.
But it's okay. Hey, it comes with the territory. I'm good. The people starting to get used to me. They like, hey. I'm like, hey to you. They like, well, shit, we like you, cause you know, I know you do, cause I keep the area right. Give me my damn penny, my nigga pennies, boy. That's what I tell them. But anyway, yeah, so it's Friday. It's on. Just send a link. You know, we'll be good and sober.
All right, and
Everything's
hopefully
good.
we'll have some updates by then because I know the mayor and the chief and
He ain't
they're
shit. There's no
so
saying me.
called.
They ain't shit neither. But
I don't
you
care.
know,
I'll still whoop the motherfucker's ass.
see, she talking about that boy over there. You know what? Since you done started some stuff, is you drinking water? Cause it look like you drinking juice. Oh, she drinking water. Oh shit, you on the wire diet tonight? Oh, she said, oh, there it is. Yeah, praise the Lord. But anyway, you childish. And is that the Crimson Bloods or is that the Crimson Blood? Is that the
You see
Crimson
that
Bloods or is that the Earl Joseph?
You see that pinky finger?
Is that the Earl Joseph or the Crimson Bloods?
You
Or
know
is
what?
that his Uncle Paul?
The set that I used to be a part of was in my childhood days.
Oh,
So
so that's the Crimson Bloods. That's the C and B.
I'm not claiming shit these days, but
That's the
Jesus
Crimson
Christ.
Blood. She drinking
All
Christian Brothers.
I'm claiming Jesus Christ and 401ks and health benefits, and
Black
that's all I'm claiming these days.
sis, do you got the You got the Uncle Paul or the Crimson Bloods or the Earl James?
The Jose, my uncle Jose.
Oh, whoa, oh yeah, don't. Ooh, and you drinking water, sis? Yeah, you know what? What time you gotta be at work?
7.
Oh, you know what? You might as well just go on here and go take you a good old hot shower and
I am. I'm
crash
about
out,
to jump in the shower. I'm about to jump in the
because
shower.
Jose got your eyes over here going left and right, up like your eyes over here going like the gospel travelers used to stump them Stacy when they were singing with Daphne when they was younger. You know what I'm talking about. I know you listening to me, Daphne. You know I love you, girl. You already know. You already know what the gospel travel is and the Woodhall, girl. Y'all know what it is. I ain't gonna go there. You know I love my family. Anyway, you know what? Hey, on that note, what you say, sis?
Who I can say? It was crazy.
Cause you remember them old bootleg, you remember them old boy, you remember them old travelers with them old Stacy boy, and the ambassadors and the Woodall, yeah. Daphne and Deanna, they're my sisters right there. I love them both. Cause you know they'll put that old southern swang on you, that twang on you. Hey, you running around there, don't know what's wrong with you, but you'll be feeling it.
I shall wear a crown.
And then she about to start singing. Yep, that's Jose. And on that note,
don't get me started because we can go back to the old church. We can go back to the old church choir rehearsal days, okay?
And on that note, because you know choir rehearsal will be 3 hours sometimes.
I know, so let's go and get on off of here. But bro,
I know, right?
I'll hit y'all up and we'll coordinate.
You know we love you. You know we love you, sis. Just let us know. For sure. Hey, your sister said love you.
Love you too.
Babes. Love you, babes. See you later.
For sure. Peace and love, y'all.
Okay, I holla.
And brush your teeth. Yes, sir. Got to brush them teeth.
And wash
I know
your
face. And wash your ass, because a whole lot of y'all, a whole lot of y'all brush your teeth but don't wash your ass, but that ain't in my business. Anyway, good night. Love you.
Bye, bro. Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, Lord. Ooh-wee. You just got a taste of what Friday Night Lives are about. For those of y'all who might be new to the Hood Table, Friday Night Lives is no holds barred, no limit. We discuss everything from the hood to the White House, not censored. Okay, so Friday night we're going to be back 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to be discussing the stuff that's going on with Terrence Bud Crawford, how he was pulled over by the Omaha police and had guns put on him. He actually had guns put up to his head. It was very traumatic, to say the least, for everyone who was in the vehicle. And right now, we're waiting to see what the chief of police, what the mayor, our new black mayor, by the way, is going to do about this. Now, one thing I can say is this right here is going to set a precedence for this new mayor. Because a lot of people wanted to get rid of Gene Stothard, who we call Mean Gene. A lot of people wanted to get rid of Gene Stothard. So a lot of people came out the woodworks. I mean, we got her out of there. It was a lot of complaints about her. Things not being done in our community. Things not being done in the hood, our streets. All kind of bullshit, right? And so, you know, a lot of cases where police brutality, police shooting, overkills, things like that. And nothing done. So, you know, people have been trying to get her out of there. She was in office for how many years? Like 10, 15, 30, 45. Like, she was in office for a long time. We finally got her out of there. We got a black mayor in office. And on the night of Terrence Bud Crawford's victory celebration, after he whipped, y'all already know who he whipped, Alvarez, and we threw a parade for him in our city. He had parties, he had block parties, he had celebrities. Ghost was in these streets for a week. Y'all know Ghost, Amari Hardwick from Power. Ghost was here all week. I mean, Clarissa, the boxer. It was celebrities, you know, up and down these hood streets of ours, you know. And everybody had been celebrating him. Everybody been on a high. And then the night after his celebration is over, the last hoorah, and I posted videos, he gets pulled over. And a lot of people think it was pre-planned because the police talking about they didn't know who this was. They didn't know who that person was in the car. They didn't know how. And I'm going to leave a link for my homeboy Sherman. I had shared it on my page earlier. If y'all missed it. If y'all missed Sherman, if y'all from Omaha, y'all need to follow Sherman, okay? Sherman Wells. He did a video this morning, an interview this morning. And you know, Sherman, he's one of our vocal people in our community, stand-up guy. I've been knowing him all the way since high school. A lot of people who really doing a lot in our community, I've been knowing forever, right? So anyway, he did a live this morning, and they was discussing the Terrence Bud Crawford shit and the police pulling guns on them and all that kind of shit after Terrence. Congratulations, victory party. So y'all want to check that out. I did share it on my community wall on my YouTube channel. So y'all want to check that out. If y'all don't know what's going on, or if y'all want to get the latest updates, and again, follow Sherman on social media. I think he's on Facebook, YouTube. But I heavily support him. Good guy. Always looking out for the community, him, his wife, and his family. And Hassan was a very good. He is a very, very good friend to him. So basically, you know, he definitely was going to speak out regarding this, what we think was an abuse of power. Terrence Bud Crawford, we know he just won one of the biggest victories that he's accomplished. And he's accomplished a lot, you know, being raised in the hood with us. Hell, he stayed, I ain't gonna say what street I was on this public application, but if you know, you know, okay. He was literally like 2-3 blocks away from my family. So, you know, we all raised in the same hood. And I got cousins who are related to him. one of my cousins, who I showed y'all like a couple of weeks ago at a gathering we had here for Labor Day, he looks like his fucking twin. And so, and then my homegirls on my dance team, they his aunties. So, I'm familiar with a lot of people who's familiar with him. So for this to have happened to him, it's literally happening to us. If you've never been here in our city, you just wouldn't understand. It's something about where we come from and the way we rally behind each other and the way we support each other. Now, our city ain't perfect, obviously, because of the video that we did earlier. The topic that we discussed earlier. Obviously, it's not perfect, but we do know how to come together. We do know how to rally behind each other. We do know how to support each other. And the city is extremely upset about what happened to Terrence Bud Crawford the night of his victory celebration on his way home, and what happened to his security detail team and the other people that was in the car. And it was really traumatic. If you watch the news story, the interviews, they said they thought they were going to die. They did not think they were. His security guard, one of his security detail, said, I just had a new baby. I'm supposed to get married. And I thought I was going to die. So I am going to go live Friday, and we're going to discuss the Terrence Crawford situation. Hopefully there'll be more updates from either the chief of police or either the chief of police or the mayor. And I may post about it, but I haven't actually spoken on it. Because sometimes, if y'all been following me long enough, sometimes I like to wait for the updates. I'm not always the type of person that just run out here and blah, blah, this happened. I like to sometimes wait for the steps to see what the updates is going to be, to see what's, what I'm saying? That's how I rock. That's how I rock. And I learned that lesson from watching a lot of YouTubers over the years, a lot of social media commentators. A lot of people like to rush out here and they deliver a story and it's either not all right, not all accurate, or there's been changes. So hopefully by Friday, we'll know some more details about the situation. And if not, we'll just discuss what, we currently hear, what we're currently witnessing, in our city. But I want everybody to please make sure you like and share the video. Please and thank you very much. If you happen to be new to the Hood Table, please feel free to subscribe. We also have memberships, so you can also, click the membership button if you want to become a member. But other than that, we will be live again Friday, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, to discuss the Terrence Crawford and whatever else happens. Because again, Fridays is Friday Night Live. We might start off with Terrence Crawford and end up talking about who knows. Friday night is no topic off limit. So don't come here on no Friday thinking we just going to be talking about one subject all evening, because we not. We might be talking about family, kids, the president, Terrence Crawford. We just talk about whatever we want to on Friday nights. That's how we rock on Friday night. So if you want to join in the conversation or just be in the chat, be in the crowd, please feel free. But if you follow me on my social medias like the Hood Table on Facebook or my personal page on Facebook or IG, I'll post the link there. So to remind people, when we're going live. But other than that, I just got one last message for what some people are calling the janky caterer. Not my words, not my words, not my words. Please make this right with my family, with my relative. Please give them their money back. Please also reimburse them for the money they spent paying back their guests who felt compelled under a crisis to go out and purchase food from around the city because you failed to come through and provide the services that you promised. Contractual agreement of an almost $4,000 elaborate meal spread. Please make it right. Why allow them to take you to court and drag you to court and Omaha, we a small city, but we're also a big city within a small city. So there are a lot of people who know a lot of people who know a lot of people. So by you not making this right, you're damaging yourself. We're not damaging you. We're not ruining you. You're damaging your own business. Please make it right. That's my final plea. Make it right. Give my cousin back her money. Find out how much she wants for what's owed to the guests who purchased food on the spot at her wedding, which was like $3,000 or $4,000 more. So now we're moving up to like the $6,000-$7,000 mark because you said on your Facebook page that you have $100,000 in the bank and you have no need to swindle, to fraud, to scam anybody because you got money in the bank. You got that bag. So if you got that bag, please make it right with my cousin, my family member. Work out a reasonable number. And maybe the community will one day forgive you for what you did. Until then, we're going to continue talking about it. We're going to continue posting about it. All the local food groups, they know about it. I mean, hell, I found out through food groups that they said you were passing on other people's catering pictures as your own. Not my words. So if you ever expect the community to support you like you probably want to be supported, then I would recommend you make it right. Make it right with the Christians because it is the Christian thing to do. All right. And on that note, I'm going to wrap this up because I have to get in the shower and then get in the bed and get up and get to work in the morning. So on that note, everybody please like and share and subscribe. If you happen to be new here, please subscribe, hit the notification bell because you don't never know when I'm going to go live. I do a lot of uploads, but sometimes I do go live. So if you want to get the notifications, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If you want to donate to the platform, our cash app is the Hood Table 402. But even if you don't donate or can't donate, the most important thing for any YouTuber, and I will tell you, hit the like button, hit the share button, and subscribe. And I'm out of here, y'all. Stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to always keep it hood. Good night, y'all.